Feels like it's been a while since we've sat at this table.
Well, it was almost last year. Happy New Year to you all, and I hope you had Christmas, a good Christmas.
You start the year with an old man joke.
That's right.
You are literally the worst.
Well, listen.
That is horrible.
I wasn't surprised that I started this new year with the same co-host. So. Well, surprises. Wonders do happen now and then. And I hope that you all enjoyed your holidays, because I know I did a little too much. My holiday was very short. They don't really care. Right?
No, they don't really care. They don't give a damn about your holiday.
Yeah, they don't really care.
Mine's just nice and quiet, just the way I like it.
No one cares about his holiday.
No one cares about anybody. Actually, I don't think. See, people didn't. This is the thing. I didn't see too many people that enthused about New Year's this year.
That's because everybody was at house parties and getting drunk.
Oh, everybody's just getting old like the rest of us. See, this us. Okay, 23 to 28-year-olds are in a weird spot. Because, huh? 25.
No, sorry, my bad.
Cause see, the little kids want to go out clubbing and partying and trucking and all that mess, and then the older lot want to go out partying, trucking and all that mess. But us in the middle, we're just like, eh.
Well,
I heard from so many people my age that I just feel too old to go out.
Unfortunately,
we getting old. Mentally.
These young folks running around on Front Street trying to catch people cases.
Let's not talk about what's happening first. Let's focus on positivity. Well, okay, let's not really focus about positivity. But you know what? We're going to give a little recap of last year.
First things first. Us at this type of party would like to thank everyone, whether you argued with us, whether you agreed with us, whether you like us, whether you hate us.
Whether you're trolling us.
Thank you so much for commenting and participating in
throwing the Bible at us.
Yeah, because all of that is our democratic right. You know what I mean? Is to express ourselves. And that's what this platform is created for. It's not about views. It's not about subscribers. It's about a platform that allows people to express themselves and for us to express ourselves. So thank you for supporting us and allowing us to do that without talking to just like two people. Because then it kind of gets...
It started off as like two people.
Blessed as two people.
See, this is the thing. It's been a very, very interesting year because we started off last year with like 200 subscribers on Facebook. 1 or 2 comments saying, hey, you guys are doing great, or hey, you guys... It's either we were horrible or we were doing great. Now, each one of our videos gets upwards of between 70 to 150 comments. And that's not... I'm not saying that to toot our own horn, but what I'm saying that is because we're happy that we can be used as a platform for discussions to be had. Whether those are civil discussions or not civil. I have seen some comments where some people are like actually bringing up factual information and bringing up points and are respectfully disagreeing with each other, which is beautiful. Then I've seen some comments where, well, I've seen some comments where my mama calls me crying because she can't understand why people are saying such nasty things about her son. Good old giving Dr. Perriman a heart attack. Lord have mercy. Y'all done making my mama stressed out.
Well, I guess at the end of the day...
Or my mama saying, oh, you should be nicer to Mr. Famous. Or
we ain't gonna be that.
No, we don't pull our punches.
But
we swing.
We appreciate, you know, that amount of support in us. It growing into what it is now, and we hope that in 2018 that we can grow it even further.
That's the only thing we can do.
That's all we can do.
We're
sticking to it.
Yeah, we ain't setting no New Year's resolution. We are simply just going to continue doing exactly what we do. Because every time someone sets a New Year's resolution, because, you know, it's the New Year. Gyms are making millions of dollars this month. But we'll see if those same people are going to be there in February. It's a little different here. We didn't stop last year, we didn't stop this year. If anything, we're just going even farther.
That's right. And with the end of the year and all of the holidays, I think it's a good time to reflect on the things that we managed to achieve at this type of party. Yeah. I mean, we've had interviews from anywhere from the BTA chairperson to a premier to ministers to MPs, senators, and you know,
America's Cup.
Yeah, we honestly are very, very grateful. We
Yeah.
never, ever thought that it would blow up this fast.
Honestly, beginning of last year, we were literally two idiots with a secondhand camera. We had our tripod was a styrofoam box with a couple of magazines on it to level it out.
Yep, yeah. That's true.
It has been a very big learning experience this year. We introduced ourselves into the business world as that type of party. We learned the shortcomings. We learned what's the opposite of shortcomings?
Long coming.
Long comings. That just.
I didn't think you was actually gonna say it. Oh my goodness. That's what she said.
It's not what she said to you. But
Yeah, she said shortcomings to me.
regardless, we've learned a lot this year. We've learned sometimes in the business world, people who you think have your back don't. We've learned that in the business world, you need, because you didn't go to college. I didn't go to college. We literally just kicked on the door and we're like, bam, we're here. What we doing? Which was cool, but wasn't the smartest decision business-wise because we don't know these things. But this year, we learned so much. So I really feel like last year was our wind-up year, and this year is like,
Yep.
just keep rolling.
Once again, we'd like to thank Mediaville.
Oh, we have to thank Mediaville because they letting us film here and this.
We have to thank one more person too.
Denzel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Denzel Woolridge and Melvin Dickinson, we both have to say very large thank yous to both of them because Denzel Woolridge was the one that actually initially invited us here, and Melvin Dickinson is the one that provided the office for us to use to film in. He provided the sponsorships that we could get things rolling. Frankly, it's been a rocky relationship with the two of them, as most relationships go, but as a whole, we have to thank both of them.
That's right. Without them,
We wouldn't have started.
there would be no podcast. It would be an ITTP, but it wouldn't be.
Is this a podcast?
I mean, podcast, show, news report,
Two idiots talking to the camera.
commentary, two idiots talking to a camera.
Yes.
Whatever people want to record. We got called lots of things.
Hey, remember that Takanita lady made that meme of us that had the two clowns at the desk and said it's that type of party, but they looked like it wasn't even cute clowns. Like it was like the clown from It. Like it looked like Pennywise or something like that. Like doing his little dance.
I loved it.
I was hilarious, but I was like, those are some scary ass clowns. Nah, if these people are scared of us that much, then hot damn, we must be doing something right.
I loved it. I have never been memed before.
No, it was glorious.
Yeah. I hope to be memed in a more positive light from now on. But I will say that I've never been memed before, so it was a mixed bag of emotions.
Well, this is the thing. This is one thing I've noticed. When we started, the hate for us was like, it was there. Like, actually, I would credit most of us getting to where we were because people didn't like us that much.
But that's because of the topics we started on. A lot
Yeah.
of people didn't know how to react to the topics we picked because we came out of nowhere and we were talking about,
And we were just two idiots with the cameras, so no one took it seriously.
Yeah.
But one thing that I found interesting, because when we started though, we were branded as OBA, especially when people found out who our family members were, and reading the series of OBA interviews that we did. And now like we said on multiple occasions, we did invite the PLP out several times, but nobody wanted to come talk to us. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. A few of them wanted to come talk to us, but they didn't. So I guess they didn't want to talk to us.
But they talk to us a lot off camera.
But this is the thing. They speak to us a lot off camera. Because every time I go into the house, several PLP members very politely come to me like, I really liked what you said in your last episode. They shake my hand. Some of them hug me. I'm like...
They say, we don't necessarily agree, but we like what you do.
Just what I'm saying.
That's all we can ask for.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, I think they've started to realize that, especially after we chucked a couple trebuchet bolts at, go to Miss Jean. But we're going to talk about that later. It's nice to see a group that was formerly against us understanding where we're coming from. Even Generation Next invited us to speak on their radio show.
Yeah.
So things are changing.
And we're starting to now realize that, I feel like
The other Rabane still won't speak to me, but
well, Mr. Rabane, I feel like we're on a precipice in Bermuda where it's time for us to start working together, especially in this entertainment and art industry. I mean, in Bermuda right now, we have a very, very, very third world entertainment industry. And
third world countries at least have something.
Yeah,
I spent 3 months in Nicaragua and they put on a show that we would never be able to put on.
That's true. That's true.
But Nicaragua is the second poorest country in the Americas, so I don't want to hurt it.
And I would venture to say that almost a solid 40% of young people are artists. And I feel like a 40%, I would even venture to say 40% of the population of Bermuda is artists.
People that you wouldn't even think of. Example.
I think it's really sad that we don't necessarily rally behind the arts like we should.
It's not even just that, man. You'd be surprised. Like, you would really be surprised. Like, good example. My dad was always, when I was younger, my dad was the pharmacy guy. When I got a little older as a kid, my dad was the calling card guy. Then he was the gas guy. Then he was the premier. Okay, everybody knows my father as from his different professions, but how many of you know he could look at somebody and draw them on a piece of paper and it looked like a black and white photograph? How many of you know my father could sit there and explain religious and spiritual things better than any pastor? How many of you would know that my father could play the saxophone and was just naturally musically inclined? None of y'all know that.
How many of you know I could play the piano with my feet?
You can't play the damn piano with your feet.
Oh, we're going to do it here.
Oh, okay, we're going to get... How many of you know I can play guitar? And draw?
It's just... Bermudians are very talented people, and for a very small population, we have a very, very concentrated amount of talented individuals.
We do.
And at the end of the day, it's no stepping stone for them to make any any sort of revenue off of their talent. Like, I mean, even with us, with the amount of buzz that we have, we still have a hard time knocking down. I mean, yes, we joke and laugh in front of camera, but when it comes to business, we come with business plans, we come with outlines and schedules and all of that when we want to do something. And, we are still learning the organizational kinks of certain things. And we are definitely looking to improve that this year. But it's still very hard, even being recognizable, to get a foot into business to actually turn something into a lucrative venture just off of art. Whereas in America, we could have been doing this same thing with a webcam camera in the back of our house or in our rooms and be making 1,000 easy a month.
Or just off. We would make more than that off views.
Yeah.
Especially if we hopped on one of the YouTube bandwagons, so like the one that's good right now.
Yeah, so it's...
Which we will not hop on because I don't want to talk about it.
And I think a lot of times people, they respect the art, they respect the artist, but they don't respect what it takes for that artist to continue to do what they do. And it comes down to, people do things in order to sustain themselves, right? Like, I mean, we love doing art. A lot of artists love doing art, but art doesn't always pay the bills.
Art rarely pays the bills, especially in Bermuda.
Exactly. So it's just, in 2018, we hope to try and push for the arts here in Bermuda. As far as we've already been doing that behind the scenes, but I mean, like, to really kick it into gear. And hopefully by our 2019 post, we could share some some headway.
Oh yeah,
that, because that's always been our biggest thing, is building a entertainment industry within this country.
Giving Bermuda something that it doesn't have, something that it had that we were trying to bring back. But what else happened this year? Nah, for us over here, it's that type of party. It's been an interesting year. We did a lot of well, Brandon and I went to Carnival. Mm-hmm. That was an experience, to say the least. That was all I'm going to say is I will definitely be going this year. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Oh, look at that.
But Then we had America's Cup. You know, you was there, you know, doing your little...
The regiment did a fantastic job.
Not a single incident at America's Cup. Now,
Yep.
our good friend, Miss Maya Palacio,
The regiment.
was with us. I'm talking about I ain't talking about you anymore.
The regiment.
She's significantly better looking than you and significantly nicer.
Royal Bermuda Regiment. Thanks.
Yes, the word.
No, sorry. What was you saying, Gail?
Either way, our good friend Miss Maya Palacio was there with us every day at America's Cup. Now that girl is one of the hardest working young ladies I have ever met in this island. We went into America's Cup to go film the events, no, parts of the event. This girl had us there for 3 hours longer than we were supposed to be. Because look, we can get this, let's shoot these people, let's talk to these people, let's interview these people. Go watch our America's Cup video with her. It was great. No, 2 America's Cup videos.
I think that's one of the benefits of us starting this is so many talented people that we might not have met before. They come on to work.
Yeah.
You know, like I had no idea that Generation X hosted their own radio station.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was happy to find out.
I find that to be tremendous. That it's a youth hosted radio show, and I feel like
we need more of that.
And I mean, with that being said, it's not like
no radio.
Yeah, it's not like we want to push aside the older generation, but in Bermuda, it's this wait your turn mentality, and what ends up happening is by the time the person finished waiting, the turn's going. Yeah, every time it's wait your turn, and then you try to start your dream at 35. It's not gonna work. And
that's one thing with Generation Next that I'm really happy to see, the fact that those lot are out there with their own radio station, and it's so much more than that. Like, remember, I referenced her to you a lot, but remember when we was at the PLP debate, and that young lady openly challenged all the older generation?
Miss Clintel James.
Mm-hmm. We are experiencing something that I'm not sure when it started, really. But for some reason, it's like a bunch of us included, just started speaking.
Yeah.
And what's scary and what no one thought would happen is people started listening.
And young people have been pushing successful ventures.
Exactly. I'm happy. Every Sunday, I ever since we got interviewed by them, every Sunday I try to listen. Just to hear what these guys are saying. I'm never gonna call in because y'all already got me on the radio once, and frankly, I tend to get people in trouble.
Mostly me.
No, you're fine. I think I'll probably get my dad in trouble more than anybody. Definitely my dad and my mom.
But look at it like this, right? We had them boys supporting General Caution and made a summer bop that is produced, written, and performed here in this country. And I'm not saying it's never happened before, but I'm just saying it's milestones happening around you. Jeroy performing at this concert for thousands of people. Bermudians are on the cusp of pushing this brand because we have to remember.
What about my cousin up at Head Noise Music? All the good work he's doing?
Yeah, and we have to remember something that Bermuda.
I mean, even Melvin, like young people.
Melvin was in the magazine.
They had my sister Michaela up there getting congratulated for all the work she did for America's Cup. See, well, this is what we're talking about, because these are all people. These are all young people. These are all what you would consider millennials.
But the thing is, we have to look at the Bermudian industry and understand that with all the talent, it has to break that global ceiling, which means that we, as talented individuals and the country at large, have to rally behind Bermudians who are trying to do these ventures, because all of these ventures can collectively create an industry. And once that industry lands on Forbes or wherever,
Rolling Stone, all that mess.
Yeah, and it breaks the international niche, Bermuda and Bermudian will become something that could be global. And once that happens, everything will open up for artists here.
Yeah, and that's why this year, I've been saying that this year has been the year that the younger generation literally pushes the way into the forefront. Because we're tired of letting older people speak for us. We're tired of not having voices. This was the year that we realized we can do more than people tell us we can.
That's right.
So now this year, we're just gonna keep that going. And the further we do that, the more positive things Bermuda gets known for on an international level.
Because it's just all about getting involved. And I feel like we are losing that, getting involved. Because
no, we ain't losing it anymore.
A lot of people, when you talk to them, a lot of folks say, oh, I would do this, but where is it going to go? Oh, I would do this, but Bermuda doesn't have anything for me.
Let me put it this way.
This is what we have to tackle.
Let me put it this way. In the immortal words of Ned Stark, anything said before the word but is horseshit.
Then his hair got chopped off.
I put on a stick. And then his little daughter had to look at it. And he's like, do I still have to look, Joffrey? I don't want to look at him anymore.
This is why
I'm going to let Lord Peter Baelish poison you. And it's dry. This poison's dry. Oh dear Lord, he's choking. Save your king. That's another thing we gotta talk about this year. We gotta wait 2 years for Game of Thrones. Come on, man.
This is why he didn't go through with acting school, okay?
No, I didn't go through with acting school because I got sick.
Well, you could have been Brad Pitt right now.
I definitely not want to be Brad Pitt. There's significantly more actors I'd rather be than Brad Pitt.
Morgan Freeman.
I'll take Morgan Freeman. You either gotta get busy living or get busy dying.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyways, sorry.
Well, I could play the Black Panther like Chadwick Boseman. You see, that's the thing about Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman is making white people in America think that all black people look alike. He has played Thurgood Marshall, James Brown, Martin Luther King, Jackie Robinson. He don't look nothing like Thurgood Marshall.
Listen, it's okay. It's fine. It's all about the acting experience, okay? And this is what we are.
James Brown and Mike, man.
It's all about the acting experience, okay?
He said, y'all trying to kill James.
He was great in James Brown.
That movie was terrible, but he was great in it. We're gonna talk about that. Another topic. Back to us. What was I saying?
Yeah, you didn't know nothing about
James Brown.
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
But just imagine, Bermudians.
Actually, no, not even Chadwick Boseman. There's a Bermudian girl that just got cast in Star Wars.
Well, listen.
Hot damn.
Listen.
We got a Bermudian in a galaxy far, far away.
Listen.
You better get a lightsaber.
Listen. We have a Bermudian in Greenleafs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So a Bermudian in Game of Thrones too, but we don't claim him.
No, we don't claim her. She don't claim us.
But she dies.
I think Bermudians are still got big dreams, like they always have. And I feel like with the new age of technology and social media, a lot of them are being able to experience these dreams. But again, it's always that ceiling, and we have to push through together. You know what I mean? I know everybody wants to be the man, but at the end of the day, Bermudian talent has to come together. It's too few of us.
No, but that's the thing. Like that's why at the beginning we said we were so grateful to Denzel and Melvin at Mediaville, because they were an older company that gave us a hand out.
And look what we became. And that's all it takes in society. Is
that's literally all it takes. You don't need to give us money. You don't need to give us all this stuff. You just need to give us the knowledge to get to where we need to go, and the hand up to get to. Now remember, hand ups don't mean hand outs.
That's right.
They don't.
And just real quick, a PSA. Malvin is single.
Is he? You should see his face right there.
Malvin, listen.
We'll go put his number in the bottom of the screen.
No, he knows that. He just don't know how to talk. That's the problem.
Sorry. Denzel's over at Total Pro Mediaville. They are two different entities. My bad.
Yeah, it's 2018. Turn over a new leaf. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
How about that?
Use commas and punctuation points in your sentences, okay?
I barely use punctuation points, period.
Jesus. But all in all, we want to thank you guys for a spectacular year. We're glad that you were able to put up with us, and for some strange reason actually like listening to us, which is
Even
great.
if they don't like listening to us, they seem to put up with us, which I find baffling in itself.
I love it.
It's hilarious.
And I love you. I'm
Yes.
looking right at you.
Right at
the
you.
camera.
Mm.
Yeah.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Nah, what I will say, this year's gonna be real different over here at the type, but
That's right. We're looking to
you gonna see some things you didn't think we was gonna put out. Good things. Good things.
Yeah, not Kim Kardashian things. Good things.
You had to go straight for the bottom of the barrel. We couldn't even get Flavor Flav.
Nope. It's 2018. You gotta go straight for it. Go broke or go home, you know?
Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy.
I know it sounds like a broken record, but thank you again from ITTP. We'd like to thank you, the folks in Bermuda, and anyone else in the audience that is watching from wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you. We will be hitting you with some hot fire this year.
Super hot fire.
So keep an eye out for that. Hit the subscribe button down below because, you know, it makes us feel nice.
I'm super hot fire,
Yeah, it makes us feel nice.
but
And
I'm still cool.
hit the like button on Facebook as well. 'cause
You
that
went to
also makes us
Cranbrook.
feel nice.
That's a private school.
You can also crop the video, so you can crop him out if you like. If you just want to look at me, that's fine.
Yeah, you don't know.
This is
Yeah.
it's a type of
The team was
it's a type of review.
pop, 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 pop.
Say something.
See me that pop, pop.
You're dead.
And a boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
2018. New co-host, please send me a PM. My name is Dwayne Robinson. Send me an inbox.
2 plus 2
and I
is 4.
will
Minus
take
3,
the
that's 1 quick
application.
maths.
Believe
Everyday
it.
man's on the block. Smoke trees.
Hit the camera.
Check y'all later.
You don't like your brakes on your bike, that's it.